15 novos parágrafos para o meio do texto que mandarei. Envia separado para que eu possa conferir antes. Lions News Fan Report. You ever imagined what it would be like to see a Michigan player joining the Detroit Lions? Well, Josiah Stewart, the talented pass rusher, is about to transform the Lions' defense. The NFL Scouting Combine revealed great prospects, and among them, Stewart stood out impressively. Now, with the draft approaching, we have strong reasons to believe that he will be Detroit's next big addition. Let's dive into what makes him the perfect choice for the Lions' future. The Detroit Lions are on a clear mission to strengthen their defensive line and ensure constant pressure on opposing quarterbacks. And who better to help fulfill this mission than Josiah Stewart, a player with enormous potential and impressive skills. With a college career that started explosively at Coastal Carolina, Stewart transferred to Michigan, where he continued to showcase his talent and determination. In his initial season at Coastal Carolina, he impressed by recording 12.5 sacks and 15.5 tackles for loss, establishing himself as one of the most dynamic defenders in college football. His transfer to Michigan represented a new challenge, and even though his statistical production was more modest, his impact on the game was evident. He demonstrated great reading ability, explosiveness at the line of scrimmage, and versatility to play in different defensive formations. Looking at the Lions' history, pass rush has been a concern in recent seasons. Despite the presence of avid Hutchinson, who has already proven to be a true playmaker on defense, the team needs more depth and consistency in quarterback pressure. Stewart emerges as the ideal piece to complement this defensive system. During the NFL Scouting Combine, Stewart stood out in every aspect. His athleticism and explosiveness were remarkable, and he showed that he could be a dominant pass rusher in the NFL. His 40-yard dash time was impressive for a player of his position, demonstrating the speed to get around blockers and reach the quarterback efficiently. Additionally, his performance in agility drills proved that he has smooth movement and quick directional changes, making him even more dangerous against well-structured offenses. The Lions, who already have an affinity for Michigan players, see in him the potential to form a formidable duo alongside Hutchinson. The franchise has been heavily investing in young defensive talents, and Stewart perfectly fits this profile of athletic, disciplined players, ready to contribute from day one. Beyond the physical aspect, one of Stewart's greatest differentiators is his football intelligence. He possesses an excellent reading of offensive movements and knows how to position himself to maximize his production. His ability to adjust his moves and find ways to pressure the quarterback makes him a valuable asset to Detroit's defensive system. He also demonstrates great situational awareness, knowing when to rush aggressively and when to contain the play to avoid quarterback scrambles. Now, everything indicates that Josiah Stewart will become an integral part of the Lions' defense. With the growing need to increase pressure on the defensive line and improve the pass rush, Stewart is exactly the type of player Detroit needs to compete at the highest level. His arrival could be the key to strengthening the defense, giving the Lions more firepower to challenge opposing offenses. The idea of seeing Stewart and Hutchinson together is exciting. Together, they can create an impactful defensive line, striking fear into quarterbacks across the NFC. Additionally, Stewart's versatility allows him to fit perfectly into the Lions' scheme, bringing even more options for the team when planning their defense. Another interesting point is how he can contribute in situational pass rush scenarios. Stewart can be an important weapon on third downs, pressuring quarterbacks and forcing hurried throws. His initial explosiveness and refined hand technique give him an advantage against slower tackles, allowing him to attack the pocket efficiently. If the Lions manage to develop him properly, Stewart could evolve into a Pro Bowl caliber player. With the right coaching and mentorship from experienced players, he has all the necessary tools to become an NFL star. Will Josiah Stewart be the Lions' pick? With the draft approaching and rumors getting stronger, everything points to him. One of Detroit's top prospects, his combination of strength, athleticism, and football intelligence makes him an irresistible option for the Lions. Furthermore, the local identity factor could influence the franchise's decision. Players who have played for in-state universities often carry a sense of belonging and a special connection with the fans. Stewart could quickly become an icon, especially if he impacts the team from his rookie season. If selected by the Lions, Stewart will have the opportunity to make history and help the franchise take another step toward the elite of the NFL. With an increasingly solid defense and a growing offense, Detroit might be on the verge of experiencing one of its best periods in recent years. Stewart's ability to shed blocks and adjust mid-play makes him an even greater asset. His agility and quick reaction time allow him to counter offensive linemen's techniques and find ways to break through protection, creating consistent pressure on the quarterback. Another factor that makes Stewart an intriguing prospect is his ability to contribute in run defense. While he is primarily known for his pass rushing abilities, his strength and awareness allow him to set the edge effectively, preventing opposing teams from exploiting the outside lanes. The Lions coaching staff has shown an impressive ability to develop young talent, and Stewart could greatly benefit from the mentorship available in Detroit. Learning from experienced players and a coaching staff that prioritizes player growth could accelerate his adaptation to the NFL. Detroit's defensive coordinator is known for creative blitz packages and utilizing hybrid defenders to generate pressure. Stewart's versatility allows him to fit seamlessly into different schemes, giving the Lions even more flexibility in their defensive playbook. One of the most exciting aspects of Stewart's potential fit with the Lions is how he complements Aiden Hutchinson. While Hutchinson is a dominant edge rusher, Stewart's unique skill set could create even more opportunities for Detroit's defense to disrupt offensive game plans. If the Lions decide to draft Stewart, they would be making a long-term investment in their defensive success. A solid defensive line is the foundation of a great team, and Stewart has all the attributes to be a key piece in Detroit's efforts to build a championship-caliber defense. The impact of a strong pass rush goes beyond just sacks. Pressuring the quarterback forces bad throws, increases turnover opportunities, and disrupts offensive timing. With Stewart and Hutchinson leading the charge, Detroit's secondary could also see significant improvements. Another key reason why Stewart fits Detroit's philosophy is his high football IQ. He understands offensive schemes and knows how to exploit weaknesses in protection. This level of intelligence will allow him to quickly adapt to the NFL and make an immediate impact. With the way Detroit has been building its roster, adding Stewart would solidify their identity as a team that thrives on physicality and discipline. His work ethic and relentless energy align perfectly with the culture that the Lions are trying to establish. Stewart's presence would also help the Lions improve their depth on the defensive line, ensuring that they can rotate players and keep fresh legs on the field throughout the game. This is a critical factor in maintaining a high level of defensive play late in games. The Lions have been steadily improving over the past few seasons, and acquiring a player like Stewart could be the missing piece to take their defense to an elite level. He possesses the skills and mindset needed to contribute to a winning culture. Detroit's front office has been strategic in their draft selections, targeting players who can immediately contribute while also offering long-term upside. Stewart checks both of those boxes, making him a prime candidate for the Lions draft. Strategy. If Stewart joins the Lions, it will be interesting to see how he is utilized in different packages. Whether as a full-time edge rusher or a situational pass rusher, his ability to disrupt plays will make him a valuable weapon for Detroit's defense. The future of Detroit's defense is shaping up to be stronger than ever, and Josiah Stewart has everything it takes to be one of the protagonists of this new era. We are ready to see this talent join the Lions and make a significant impact in the NFL. If you enjoyed this video and want to keep up with more content about the Detroit Lions, don't forget to follow our channel, Lions News Fan Report. Here, you stay updated on all the latest news, analyses, and behind-the-scenes insights about Detroit's team. Stay tuned for more information on Stewart and other NFL draft prospects.